Yeah, so I think we might have found something that might give us a clue. Um, the 777 days is what we have to focus on. That 1214, that's 121 fused with 214, which is the first time deadly wound is mentioned. It's also a 1422, which is Acts 14:22. We all through much tribulation into the kingdom. So, which that's 121 fused with 1422, because the Antichrist is who brings on the Great Tribulation. Hey, it's 1:21 p.m., y'all. So you're looking at 777 days from that massive day, which was the first poke. It was when Biden got his electoral college votes. It was all kind of beeswax. It was the midpoint total solar eclipse day. It was a total solar eclipse day, and it was a midpoint of the two total solar eclipses that make an X across America, where a total solar eclipse was on. That's a gigantic cipher. At the 777 days, it says 186.48. Exactly 111 weeks, exactly 777 days. 2116, which people will tell you that's 9/11 upside down. This would be the rising day. If you don't include both dates, then it's the 30th. So it's the 29th or the 30th, which now gives you 127 or 128 as the offing day. By the way, of a common year, 128 fused with the 88. If you go to 128, it's 775 days, which is another way to say 275, which is what October 2nd is. It's the 275th day of the year. These are stretches. These are loose. But right now, I don't know. Let's just take a look at it. So if you look at, let's say, and remember 127 was all in my second wife and I's, it was 127, 627, 127, 627. Well, this year it's 628. The last year it was 2001, 127. Well, was that the foretelling of the fact that the 2001 will be on January 27th of the next year? I don't know. We're about to find out. You move into this year's combined number of times the year, and you have the total solar eclipse of 24, which might have something to do with him going down, if he doesn't go down in January, February, or March. Which then wins the abomination of desolation. So let's take a strong look at this 127. If you go 27 times 2023, it's 54621. That's big. I'm not going to get into why that's big. If you go 365 minus 27, it's 338. That's a future tense number. There's 338 days, 338 days left in the year on the 27th. So let's do that times 2023. You do get the 83, the 37 to 74, which 74 is the second progression. You get a 77. Future tense, you get the 68, which is the reversal of the 86, which is perfect for future tense, times 27 times 27 again, because it's the 27th day, and it's the 1 times 27 because that's the date. Okay, so it's 498, which is for the opening of the book of Revelation, which would occur in 2 days. I can dig all that. Let's look at 28, which would then be 337. 337 future tense times 2023. 68 again. So it's very confusing because they both work. 98 again. Then times 28. It's pretty powerful stuff there. If we just do 28 times 2023, 5664. Okay, let's do Trump now by these numbers. 163464 is his number times 27. You get the 144 at the end. Very powerful stuff with the 285 and the 67 and the 89. Personal stuff, not going to get into that. Let's keep going with, what do we do? 27. Now it's 338. Times 27 one more time. You got your 148 and 144. The future tense times Trump. You got your murder code in there. Times 2023. Now that's interesting. Now you get your 1117 times Trump. So let's take a look at that. If you go just Trump's number, 163464, times the future tense on that day of 338, it's 338 left in the year on the 27th. You get your murder code. The 55, 25, all that's all giganticus of my previous marriage. And then you're going to times it by 2023. You get 1117. But it's on a future tense. The length of no time to die was 243. You do have 117, which is for rising, which makes more sense with no time to die. But okay. Now it's times it by 27. And 27 again. You get 144,000. Let's go. Let's go with, by the way, that makes the rising days 129 or 130. If you reverse 291 or the 30th day on the first month, which is how to write a date, it's a 301. And we know Candy was born on date 301, October 28th. Let's keep going here. That would be the rising days. Let's go 163464 times 337 times 2023. Future tense again with 144,000. The 111, 144,000 times it's 28th day. Get your 88 in the middle, 36, blah, 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 and then times 28th day again. Because it's 28th day of the year, and it's 1 times 28. So you get that 873 in previous, before that 28, you had your 872. So it went from second marriage to third marriage. Actually, the reversing of the 86ing of that marriage. And the 28 times 337 times 2023, then you get your 837 fused with 37, 0. Again, it's just really big for the personal stuff. Okay, which is what Trump's number is, 163464 times, let's just go 28 times 2023 times 28 again. Okay. So it's not a lot of help. I'm busy. I got to go work out. We'll run all these numbers for the 2 potential rising days. And why are we doing all this? Because 777 days from that is just gigantic. That midpoint is enormous. When is it going to be 888 days from that date? You're asking. All the way to May 21st. 886 would be May 19th, which is what We Seek and We Find keeps talking about. 519, which is my third marriage progression. 517, 518, 519. That's a gigantic day if we make it that far. As far as the 28th, that would have him going down. Okay, the 27th has him going down on a Friday, rising on a Sunday. We love that. As if they would try to match Jesus's dying and rising. If you look on the offing day, it's 186 in the hours. Whether it's the 27th or the 28th. 27th if you include both dates, 28th if you don't. That's a 186 in the hours. Remember, it was 186 something else. 186.48 is what it was for the rising day. It's 110 on the weeks. Again, where the 110 was the height of the Twin Towers. On the seconds, it's 6696. On the minutes, it's 1116. So it's interesting. That's that. In other words, this Friday or this Saturday is what we really need to look at. Big time. What else did I have here? Same. And I already told you about the 775 would be, you know, he would go down on 775 days and rise on 777. And a way to say 775 is 2 sevens with a 5, or 275, which is October 2nd. And 777 is 37, which is the 12th prime number. It's for the church. And we know that 777 is for the cleansing of the church. So these are key days coming up here. Absolutely, positively key days. Nothing will happen. We are sure of that, but you know. All right, love you.